What's up everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be breaking down my tech stack for my Airbnb business. So without further ado, let's get started. For those of you who don't know me, hi, my name is Hailie. I am 21 years old. I have 57 Airbnbs. I do the arbitrage method, so I rent, not own, and I've started a little over 2 years ago and I have grown significantly. Without further ado, let's go ahead and show you guys my tech stack. The first software in my tech stack is my PMS, and this is probably your most important software in your business because it ties everything in one place. This is the heart of your business. I personally use Lodgify and have been using them for quite a while now, and it's made my life so much easier, guys. Like, I've gone through all the PMSs that you probably have heard or seen. I've used all of them at least once, and Lodgify is hands down my favorite for a multitude of reasons that I've talked about in the past. Lodgify helps me sync all of my OTAs into one place, into the heart of my business. So it allows me to sync my Airbnb listings, booking.com, VRBO, Furnish Finder. If I'm on any other OTAs, all of these bookings will be synced and pushed to my Lodgify software, all in one place. I can manage my bookings here. I can do my guest communications here. I can do literally everything I need to do to manage all these different platforms in one place. And most importantly, I get to build my direct booking website through Lodgify, which I've talked about a lot this year. I think direct bookings have been one of the most pivotal things I've done for my business this year. In 2024 alone, I've already made over $120,000 just off direct bookings, and that was me just barely tapping my toes into the direct booking world. So yeah, the first software in my tech stack is Lodgify, and that is my PMS system. And if you're not sure what PMS stands for, it stands for Property Management Software. And everyone needs one. Lodgify not only saves me so much time, but also brings me in so much more money because I'm avoiding all of these OTA fees through all these different platforms and doing everything in-house. If you guys are interested in signing up with Lodgify, I will put my link and my code in the description of this video, as well as on the screen and in the comment section. So if you are interested in signing up, I do get 15% off to share with you guys. It's Hailie15, but you have to use my code and the link that I provide, or else the discount won't work. So make sure you use both. The second tool in my tech stack is my dynamic pricing software. I personally use Price Labs. I've been using Price Labs ever since I started. I am basically married to them. It is the second most important software in my company, which explains why I put it at number 2. But yes, I use Price Labs and really, really love it. Price Labs helps me come up with dynamic pricing for all 57 of my Airbnbs without me physically having to go in and come up with a number. So it uses market data, it uses trends, seasonality, all of those things play a factor into what pricing they come up with for your Airbnbs, and they give you daily pricing, weekend pricing. If there's events coming up, say Taylor Swift is coming into town, it keeps an eye on those trends and will raise your price for you to make sure you're getting booked at the highest rate possible. So dynamic pricing softwares allow you to stay competitive as a host and also make more money. Coming up with pricing on your own is really just like not even an option. I don't know how people do not use a dynamic pricing software. You don't just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna charge $100 this night and throw it out there. Yeah, you might get booked, but you probably can be getting booked for a lot higher if you're using market trends and data, which Price Labs gathers all of that information for you and then will automatically fluctuate your pricing to make sure you're not leaving any money on the table. The third tool in my tech stack is guest communication tool. Now, Lodgify is a PMS system, so they have an option to do automated messages through their platform. If you want to use your PMS's automated messages and then add on like an AI, Guesty AI is an additional software that you can attach to your properties that basically do all of the guest communications for you. But most people just use their PMS's automated messaging offer, which is what I do. So obviously I use Lodgify for my automated messages, my guest communications, all of that can be done through Lodgify, and whatever PMS you're using most likely also offers that. The fourth software in my tech stack is cleaning and maintenance softwares. Me personally, I use Turno. I've been using Turno from the start. I really do enjoy it, and I think it's probably one of the best in the cleaning and maintenance side of things. Obviously, cleaning is a huge part of this business. Every single day, I rely on my cleaners to go to the properties and clean the properties. I rely on them to know their schedule, know the different checkout times. If someone has late checkout, they can't knock on the unit early. I don't want them to enter if guests are there. All of these things. And to manage that on your own would literally, I don't know how someone would do it, especially at 57 units. But with Turno, I'm able to sync them to my calendar. So for example, I have my Lodgify account. I can integrate Turno with my Lodgify account. So that way, any updates that are made in the system of Lodgify, if I get a booking on Airbnb, if I get a late checkout inquiry on VRBO, all of that is updated in real time on my Lodgify account, and therefore will also be updated on my Turno account. So all of my cleaners will be notified if, someone extends their stay and they no longer need to clean that unit that day. It will remove it from their checklist of things to do. Another thing I love about Turno is their checklist that you can build and create for your cleaners. This is amazing because I was having a hard time making sure my cleaners did everything that was required. Cleaning Airbnbs is a lot different than just cleaning houses. You have to check, the soap dispensers, you have to do the toilet paper, you need to check if the parking passes are there. So there's a lot of extra things that are not normal. But with Turno, I was able to create a cleaning checklist. They can't move on to the next step unless they submit a photo of the previous step. So for example, the parking pass. I have a requirement that they need to take a photo of the parking pass before they can move on. This helps make sure that 1, the cleaners are doing their job, but 2, we have proof of everything of how the unit was once the guest left. If anything is missing, we have proof, and therefore, if we need to submit a claim with Airbnb or any of the other OTAs, we have picture proof of everything A to Z. But Turno is amazing. I get to automate my cleaning schedules, and I can also talk to the cleaners directly. So yeah, all around, it's amazing. My cleaners love it. I love it. It makes my life so much easier, which is the goal. And the 5th thing in my tech stack is a digital guidebook. I personally use TouchStay. I love it. I've talked about it in so many of my videos. It is one of the ways I get to be super creative with the business and help make the guest experience that much easier and that much better. And if you are still using paper guidebooks, the ones that are labeled and things like that you have to print out, you are like a couple years back. TouchStay is a digital guidebook. You can do everything from your phone. You can also sync TouchStay to Lodgify, so you will get an automated message through Lodgify with your link to your guidebook through TouchStay. And this, you can have videos of how to check in, where to park, how to access the property, how to access the unit, how to lock the unit. You can add videos and photos for everything, and it's all done online. So that means I can update in real time from anywhere around the world. If I'm in Japan and I need to change the Wi-Fi code, I can change that inside of the TouchStay website, and it will automatically update on all of my guest phones because it's virtual. I can also add my Wi-Fi information, house rules, local recommendations like food, bars, nightlife, anything in the area that is a local recommendation I can add and update in real time no matter where I am. And the amount of 5-star reviews I've gotten specifically for my guidebook, and it's made the check-in process super easy. It's very personable, and it avoids a lot of those repetitive questions that guests may have. It's in the virtual guidebook through TouchStay. So highly, highly recommend if you haven't already started using it. It's one of my favorite softwares. But yeah, that basically wraps up my tech stack for my Airbnb business. Obviously, I use other softwares, but these are the 5 most important, I would say, most used on a day-to-day basis. I can make another video going over some additional ones that maybe are more niche things. But these basically cover all aspects of my Airbnb business, one for each of them. So a quick little recap, we went over the PMS system, which I use Lodgify. We went over dynamic pricing, which I use Price Labs. We went over guest communications, which I also use Lodgify for, or Bestie AI. Cleaning and maintenance, I use Turno, and virtual guidebooks, I use TouchStay. So if you guys are interested or have any more questions about any of these softwares, please let me know. I think they're really amazing and allow me to live such a more simple, stress-free life because of them. And I think they're probably the best of the best in the industry for each niche. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please comment down below. Again, if you want to sign up for Lodgify, use my link and my code in the description. You have to use both in order to receive the 15% off. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk soon. Bye!